Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about making the pages fit to go inside your Magic Memory book. So now that you have your cover completely made, you can set it aside because you don't necessarily need it right now. But you do need all the pages out of it because you're going to be putting them in your Magic Memory book. So I start with paper. I like this heavy duty craft color memory paper for my Magic Memory books because it's sturdy, so it comes on a roll. You'll need to cut it to size. You could use wrapping paper or any kind of paper you want to use. I have some Christmas wrapping paper here from last year because I'm making a Christmas book this time. So what you do is you will start by cutting your paper. If it's super curly, sometimes I iron it because it's just easier to work with when it's not really curly. And the best way to make these fit height-wise is to use your book page as a template. So what I did was I cut pieces of my paper, and then with a paper cutter I just made sure that in terms of height it was the same size as the book page from the book I took it out of. Don't worry about the excess on the sides because we're going to have to trim all that in the end anyway, so length doesn't matter right now, just height does. Because as you can see, let me show you a different cover. As you can see, when we took the pages out of our book, we also took the spine, which means now the pages are going to be too long. So we're going to need to trim all that anyway, so don't worry about length right now. Set that aside too. So I have a bunch cut already, but I wanted to show you these ones. I used some wrapping paper. You just fold it right in half. Simple Simon. Do it nicer than that, I guess. And then if you want, this is just a basic page, but if you want to make a pocket page, it's really simple. You just make it double the height, see, and then you fold it over. So it's the same height, but it's actually two. And then you fold it the way you would, just right in half. And then once it's all done and we have these all put together, you're just gonna slice one side off, and that'll make it like a pocket where you can put things in. So I made a few pocket pages. So now that we have all our pages folded and ready to go, we just put them in the order that you want. You'll want two sides. So I start with, usually the little golden books come in two sides anyway, so what we can do is I open this up. I'll start with just a basic page. I'll put in a Christmas page. Let's see, I think I have one or two. Here's a pocket page. You could tell it's a little bit thicker. And then maybe another Christmas page. So that's one little group. And then here's my other pages. Oh wait, no I didn't. I didn't put the pages in, sorry. So here's another one. Let's mix this page in there somewhere too. Sorry, that was a little confusing. I forgot to put the pages in this first set. Okay, so now it has pages from the book. Basic pages, wrapping paper pages, it has it all. And like I said, we'll trim that so it's okay that it looks a little funny right now. Here's another one. Let's put a basic page in there. Let's put a Christmas page. I usually do about 5 to 7 pages per side, because if you have many more than that, it doesn't sound like a lot of pages, but when you're thinking front and back, that's a lot of pages to decorate. So you want to be careful you're like not putting too much in, because then you have a big huge book that you have to decorate. And, you know, sometimes you don't have that many pictures. I have an extra one, so I'm actually just going to put it in this one, find the middle. And so now they're done. Like I said, you need two, because when you make your Magic Memory book, it's thick and you don't want them all just in the middle. See, the binding is pretty big. You have to leave room for all the decorations we're going to put in there. So when we use the next YouTube. The next YouTube's going to be me showing you how to sew them in. So you'll be sewing them in 2 packs, and that will make plenty of room for you to add pictures, cards, puff balls, glitter, whatever you want to add to make it ribbon, whatever you want to add to make it magical. That leaves plenty of room because your book will grow up, and you don't want it to be like that because then it doesn't look pretty. So it'll grow up and look like that, which is kind of nice. Okay, so like I said, now we have our 2 books that are going to go into our Magic Memory book. So how do we size it? Let me show you. Get one, make sure it's all bundled together tightly the way you want it. I get a cover and I put it right on top so I know exactly where I want those pages. And then I just put a line there so I know where I need to cut. You can use a scissor, you can use a paper cutter. You'll also need these. You'll need binder clips. You'll need them for this project where you're making the pages, and you're also going to need them for the next project when we sew them into the actual book. So you just need one right now on the top, just so you keep your pages in place when you're about to cut it. So you do it with this one too. Again, just get that template of your book page so you know exactly where to slice, and you just trace it a little bit. Put the binder clip on to make sure it's secure, and then you are ready to slice. This is so simple. If you have a pretty heavy duty paper cutter, this is a really easy step. If you have to use scissors, it just takes a little bit longer because you're going to want to make sure those are pretty precise. So you're going to want to slice just a few pages at a time. I use this big Fiskars paper cutter that a dear friend gave to me, and it literally has saved me so much time. So shout out to Diane. Thank you so much. So see where the line is? I just put it right there. Like I said, if you're using scissors, then you just go a little bit slower and make sure you're cutting it right. And you just start slicing away. It usually doesn't go through all the layers, so I kind of lift it up a little bit. See, that one's fine. There we go. And you just put it right back down and keep going. That should be good. That's perfect. That'll fit inside my book perfect. So that set is done. Now I move on to the other one. I line up right there the line with my blade, and I just cut away. Again, probably didn't go all the way through, so I'll lift that up. And this one's ready to go. So now you have 2 perfect packs to put inside your magical memory book. Let me show you how that looks. See? And it's perfect. They fit perfectly, and you're totally ready to go. Page is made. Super simple. The hardest part is cutting them out to fit the length. It's not really hard, it's just time consuming. So now that you're ready, what you will want to do is grab your other 2 binder clips, open them up to the middle, find the very center of the book. Again, make sure it's totally even, and you'll put 1 binder clip on the top, and you'll put another one on the bottom, because now we're going to create holes to sew this into our book. That will be in the next YouTube, but it's good to get your pages ready. So you'll do the same thing with this one. Open up to the very center page, whatever page that is. Put a binder clip on the top. Get another binder clip. Put it on the bottom. And there you go. We are almost done. The next YouTube will be exactly how to sew in your pages, and then you will be completely done. So thank you so much. I hope this helped, and I will be shooting my next YouTube completing the Magic Memory Book DIY hopefully soon, hopefully today, so stay tuned. Thank you so much.